Then Kim, do an audio check real quick.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
You say anything?
I did. Can you hear me?
All right, there you go. And I have another good friend of mine. This gentleman just hit Lieutenant Colonel. Now, I shouldn't say hit. He ranked up. He got promoted to Lieutenant Colonel. Thank you for your service, Mr. Larry Stewart.
Hey, everyone. Good afternoon.
All right, good to see you, man. So let's get ready to make this thing happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my watch party. I hope you guys are doing the same thing. Please stand by. We are live on a lot of different fronts, and I want to make sure that everybody is taking advantage of this great information. Mom, what you want to talk about the most? Like, what if you had it your way right now in this moment? What do you think people? We're not going to elaborate yet. What do you think most people in this country are slipping on?
Slipping on?
Yeah, like meaning they are leaving money on the table. They don't really know the power of some of the stuff that we know. What would you like for us to hit hard?
I think we should go hard on the people that are still working, even during this current situation, and just the benefits they get from the home-based business with the W-4 adjustment. The credit, because we all know that when this passed over, credit is still essential and important. And why not during this time let the experts be working on your credit so that you can come out ahead of the game once we are back to some sense of normalcy. So I think the W-4 adjustment, the credit,
That's it. We'll give it too much.
Okay,
we'll
stop. I think everything about the business is
good.
Should be highlighted. Absolutely.
I understand you are getting a daily stimulus check.
Better believe it. Yes, I am.
All right, so we're gonna show you guys why we're smiling during this moment of chaos. It's not to disrespect or not anybody that's not where they want to be financially. What we want to do is give you guys solutions to these problems. I also have Larry on the line. Larry, you getting a daily stimulus check too, am I right?
Hey, Brian, that is correct, man. Right now, I'm getting a $20 daily stimulus check, and that is guaranteed.
And you created it for yourself, not from the government, right?
That is for myself and my family, brother.
Because I don't want people to think, well, no wonder he Lieutenant Colonel. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that, okay?
Not at all.
They already trying to tie the captain, the Lieutenant Colonel title to your stimulus check. No, this is a home-based business check, all right?
That is
Yeah, what are you most excited about talking about today? What do you want to let the people know? If there's one thing you think people are sleeping on, what do we need to hit on hard?
I would also say that W-4 adjustment.
The W-4 adjustment. All right, so we're going to hit the W-4 adjustment hard. So let me do this. Make sure your guests are okay. Make sure you're personal people that you would like to really make sure they see this thing. Make sure you're personal people online. You can tell them whatever. So remind them, or if you see them in the chat room, I just want to make sure we are good to go solo. Good. Okay. All right, we're good. So why are we here? Well, we're here basically to provide some solutions, man. In this day and age where everybody is talking about the problems, and trust me, I do believe there's a problem. I want to make sure you guys also understand that there are a lot of solutions to your problems as well. My name is Brian N. Bean. I'm the founder of an organization called the Extra Digit Movement. What that basically means is we show you how to grow your net worth and your income one digit at a time. I'm sitting here with one of my business partners, Miss Quanta Q, and I'm also on a simulcast with two of my business partners that are in other states, just to show you guys that this thing is happening all over the country. We're bringing positivity. Now, there are a few things I want to talk about. Well, I'm going to bounce off you. Is that okay? All right. Did you ever think in your lifetime that we will be quarantined in the house for an unknown period of time?
I never thought that in my life we would be quarantined in the house ever. Who would have thought it?
Right. Now, all joking aside, we're going to have some fun, but it is a serious moment. How have you seen the social distancing, the quarantine? Because it's actually two different things, right? Yeah. Social distancing is when we go out now, we try to stay 6 feet away. You're in line and you see, okay, you stand here, next person stands there, next person stands there. That's social distancing.
Okay.
The quarantine is the effect of, the result of a social distance, which is us standing. You tackle which one are you finding the most difficult for people to adjust to?
quarantine.
Okay.
I think the quarantine, because the social distancing, we aren't completely confined, to the house. We are able to do essential traveling or essential movement only. I think the quarantine, just the fact of being home a lot more than people are accustomed to, or a lot more than people really want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you lame like me, you like, what's the big deal? So when you like, I don't go down up the street anyway. I might go to a movie. So, but no, seriously, I think a lot of people, it's more mental than anything else. Let's go to Larry. Larry, you're in the military now. You're a military man. Like, how are you seeing people get affected? Because I want people to understand the problems from different perspectives, so that the solutions I'm about to hit will resonate with you guys different. Larry, what are you seeing all across the country as far as the military is concerned with the whole social distance?
I think with the military, just a matter of families. I'll give you an example. Here at Fort Benning, they have a basic training set up here. Families are accustomed to come visiting their soldiers on a monthly basis, but now they can't do that. And without them being able to do that, of course, for the family, it may be saving some money for their travel and for hotel expenses. But just to see your loved one and just watching their accomplishments as they are changing from a civilian to being a soldier is huge. So with the military, that is one aspect. But on the other front, we have a lot of civilians, DA civilians, that work with the green suiters on post. And majority of those people are teleworking from home now. So just to be able to collaborate, in person, the whole social distance that can everyone away, we have to find workarounds. And the workarounds are what we're doing right now on on technology right now, working through FaceTime chats or even Skype per se. But that's the added equation that we have to work through. So that's the biggest challenge right now, the social distance and being able to collaborate in person versus, just on digital.
Now, you got ranked up to Lieutenant Colonel yesterday. Did the graduation ceremony per se, was it affected? Like, did you get affected by that? Only so many people could come? How did that work?
That is correct, Brian. Bottom line, all graduations has been postponed and canceled on military installation across the globe. For myself, with social distances, we pretty much did the promotion ceremony outdoors, but it was a small group, no more than 15 people. But our way to get around that was FaceTime. My family is back in Mississippi. They could not travel and be here in person, but we reached out to them across social media.
So let me bring some solutions into this, because I want you guys to understand this, right? So we know that social distancing is a problem. You may not know this, but inflation is also going to be a problem. And what we're trying to show people is that we want you to get ahead of the game with the solutions we're about to give you, because what you think is a problem right now really is not a problem as big as you think it is. In other words, it's going to get bigger. All right. Another problem you're going to have is inflation. Now, if business owners are shutting down right now, they're going to have to make up for their losses. Kim, elaborate a little bit for everybody on inflation and how you might think you think it was something. What do you think is going to happen in the next 6 months?
Well, mainly the business owners are going to have to increase those prices, because since we're not going to the different places to eat, we're not shopping, they're taking a huge hit. The only way they're going to be able to get that back is to increase their prices. And once that happens, if we were already having issues paying the prices that we thought were high, as soon as it goes up, when everything gets back to the new normal, it's going to skyrocket.
Right. So if they're having to lay back, if the restaurants are laying back because people can't go out, like you said, movie theaters are closed because people can't go out.
Right.
Business owners are going to have to cut expenses. And when they cut expenses, they got to make up for that later. All right, so that's problem number 2. So number 1 is inflation, right, due to social distancing. I want to make sure we get ahead of the game. We talk about this all the time, these stimulus checks. Now, how are these stimulus checks getting cut and how they're going to get paid back? This is problem number 3. You thought that, break this down for us. The stimulus checks come from who?
The stimulus checks are coming from the government.
Okay. And where did that money coming from originally?
The money is coming from us, the taxpayers.
Right.
So in order to recoup that 2 trillion, 3 trillion, however many trillions they've kind of gone into now, we're going to get it back from us, taxpayers. taxpayers
Eventually, the taxes are going to increase.
go up.
So here's the thing I want everybody to understand. And the four of us are going to give you some solutions because we all get a daily check from our home-based business. If inflation is going up, and it was already going up due to the price or the cost of goods and services escalating every day, that's going to go up more because business owners have to make up for the loss. That's number one. Stimulus checks are going out. People are going to start receiving them, but that's not free money, right? It's from the taxpayers. So our country just got into even more of a deficit. Okay. Another thing people do when they don't have enough money is they run their credit cards up. So now credit cards are going sky high. Why? Because people are trying to float what they don't have due to the unemployment lines. And number four, big businesses are starting to crumble, or the 401ks are starting to crumble because a lot of people that have a job, their 401ks are invested in big business. And guess what? Disney is shut down. Churches are shut down. Las Vegas is shut down.
Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's something different right now, right? It's shut down. Airlines, hotels, NFL, NBA, Olympics, Major League Baseball, television shows, television production. Y'all know we might be watching reruns for the next 12 months. Nobody can shoot anything. Nobody can film anything. No blockbuster hits. No blockbuster movies. No golf tournaments. No bowling tournaments. All you can do is play chess. So my point is, how are we going to come out of the quarantine? Put this in the comments. I'm going to come out better. I'm going to come out better. Now, Kim, you're a big advocate of a home-based business. Let's talk solutions. I'm going to give you guys 3 solutions, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to provide you with what's called a stimulus credit if you want to take advantage of our home-based business. Kim, working from home, why is that a viable solution people really should look at right now?
Well, because we are having to, stay in our houses. We already have the house. We already have those expenses that we're paying out. You don't have to go out and get a new building. You don't have to go out and get a new cell phone. Or we already have the things that it would take to do a home-based business.
Right.
And so since we have those things, we might as well go ahead and write off the things that we already have to make the additional income.
There you go. So my thing is, we quarantined already, right?
Absolutely.
So if you at home, let me ask you a question. Put this in your comments. If I'm home, why am I not making money from home?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, we talked about this, the W-4.
Yes.
Kim just talked about the home-based business. So think about this for a minute. A home-based business helps you solve one of those problems. It lowers your taxes. There are people out there who don't believe this. We're about to prove it in a second. Now, it lowers your taxes, number one. There's a low startup cost. If money's tight right now and people are holding on to their money, don't you think they should put a percentage of their money into something that's going to generate more money? So you got a low startup cost. You got lower taxes. You got low overhead. So it's not like we got to lay people off, fire people, scale back. All you have are the bills you already had for your home-based business. But here's what people miss. We have high earning capacity. Write that down. Lower taxes, low overhead, low startup costs, high earning capacity. You can't beat work from home. Now, let's talk to the people that have a job and a business. Guys, listen to me. You have what's called a W-4 if you work a job. The tax code for your job is called a W-2. But there's a form called a W-4. That's the form that you filled out when you first got your job. Now, it tells your employer how much to withhold for taxes. So most of us are so scared of taxes, we put zero, right? Zero. I don't want no taxes. I won't take as much as possible, so I won't owe.
Yeah.
Put this in the comments, please. It's my money. See, you think that the salary you earn is the government's money. It's not. The money you make is your money. You tell the government what to do with the money. Now I'm about to show you guys where to get some free money now. The W-4 tells your employer how much to keep. Now, Quana, what do you think is the biggest confusion or misconception about what I just did? People that work a job, what do they think? They think that's what?
They think that's tax evasion for some sort. They think it's illegal. Like, how can I do that?
How can you do that? Here's why, guys. If you look at Form W-4, it says in the corner, by the way, it can't be illegal because you get the form off what site? The IRS website. So, kind of hard to be illegal when the IRS gives you the form. So you go to irs.gov, and our company, we have experts that are trained by the IRS. Okay, so we're going to show you guys how to get some money. It's not free money. It's money that you were just giving away. Here's why. Remember this, guys, especially in times like this. The government will let you get more money in your paycheck if you adjust your W-4 because the form says, you might be able to fill this blank in. Revisit Form W-4 should your
Lifestyle.
he gave you that. Should your lifestyle take a what? Take a change. Should your circumstances what? Change. Well, guess what? There's not a person watching me right now whose circumstances haven't changed.
Right.
And I think that's the part that a lot of you guys miss. There's not a person right now watching whose circumstances have not changed. Oh, I got somebody at the door, and my guard dog won't let me get it. So give me 1 second. Larry, real quick, and Kim, elaborate on the W-4.
Hey, I would just like to say, once I joined MWR Financial, the second day after I joined, I adjusted my W-4. I didn't do it. I just uploaded my last 2 LES, which is my check stub, and my last previous year's income tax return statement. The licensed professionals that are governed by the IRS with MWR Financial, they took that information, annotated my W-4, corrected the correct way. All I did was print it off of my personalized website with MWR Financial. Once I printed it out, I took it to the finance office here at Fort Benning. My next pay period, I brought back $890 a month into my household. That was my money. I just generated an extra $890 per month, which equates to right at $10,000 per year. That was huge for me and my family. It was super easy. The professionals took it. I didn't do any of the annotating. They corrected the W-4, and I uploaded it and got paid. Instant pay raise right there.
So Larry, did I hear you say that you saw that money come in on your very next paycheck?
That is correct. Depends on, I get paid every other week, the 1st and the 15th for the military, bi-weekly. So I was able to do that at the beginning of the month, which means I got that W-4 into the finance office prior to the 10th of the month. That's when our payroll get adjusted, etc. So I got it in before the 10th, and the 15th, my pay had increased just like that. And to this day, I'm getting that $890 per month. And I can go back and revisit that W-4 if I have any other life-changing events within my household. A new kid, get a pay raise on my job, I can go and revisit the professionals. They adjust my W-4 for me. They're at my fingertips, and I continue to reap the benefits from that.
Awesome stuff. That's awesome stuff, guys. So you heard it from someone who's already done it. So it can be done. And I mean, that is amazing. That's awesome.
Y'all not gonna believe this. You talking about Brian House just sent some Uber Eats. Now, let me just make sure you guys that are brand new understand. What just happened. Damn, I wish y'all were here, man.
I wish I was too.
I know.
Damn, I wish you were here. Brian House, the CEO of MWR, set me up on purpose.
Well,
when the dog started barking, it was because somebody was at the door. So just so y'all know watching, don't ever try to run up in here.
Well, Brian, his message came on the screen. Open the door. Answer the door. Right.
So
No way.
he just took the time, because he know we're doing these presentations, to Uber Eats some pizza from Oz Pizza, and the lady just dropped it off, man. That's hey, Brian, I can't say enough about you, man.
Thank you, Brian House. That was awesome. Oh my God.
And I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk to the new people. So who is Brian House and why are we excited? Guys, Brian House is the CEO of MWR Financial. We provide solutions during times like this. So for example, one solution MWR is providing is a home-based business. That's number one. So we work from home. We get paid daily. We get paid weekly. We get paid monthly. We get paid, I mean, in so many different increments, in so many different ways, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Well, what they do at MWR is they have experts who are willing to help you in every area of your finances. Now I went to the door. Did y'all do a W-4 example?
We did. Larry did.
There it is. Okay. He's talking about his what he got back?
It's increased.
It's increased. Okay. So now that you have a home-based business, you get that. Now, that's called Money Max. I don't know if you missed it. That's called Money Max, right? I said okay. I'm sorry. So Money Max, the enrolled agents from the IRS help people like Larry get his adjustment. 2, Credit Max. Now, Credit Max is where you upload. A lot of people are going to need this. So you want to start being a forward thinker. A lot of people are going to need help with their credit because they're running their debt sky high. Now, you got the best test. You got one person's testimony for Credit Max. Then you got a family testimony. Talk about those groups. What did you do? How'd you up? Was it hard or was it difficult back?
Not at all. It was very simple. I logged into my back office and I uploaded my 3 latest credit reports from the different bureaus, and I had a medical bill that was put on my credit report, I think erroneously. And in less than 2 months, under 60 days, I had both medical bills deleted.
Nice.
Shooting my credit score up 57.
And all you did was download the 3 bureaus. That means 3 reports.
3 reports. Upload them into my back office, and the experts went to work on my behalf. They sent me a letter from the Bureau of TransUnion Experience and Equifax, deleted.
Gone. And they're working on some other stuff.
And they're working on some other stuff. Yeah.
Now, a lot of you guys don't know this, but a lot of creditors do that. They put medical bills and different things on your report. There's some guy named Jed at home in flip-flops, making everybody's life miserable because he works for this collection agency, and they get paid for how many different things they collect on, and you guys will be surprised at the gamut. Well, MWR, they fight back. They've been repairing, or I should say restoring, credit for 20 plus years. Now, talk about your brother real quick. What happened with, he didn't even need it. Some people don't need it, but they still were able to do what for him.
Right. My brother didn't need it. I mean, he's been a stickler for perfect credit, great credit, 800 credit score, like all his life. Credit score was what, 830? 834-ish. And he was in the process of refinancing his house. So, being a member of MWR, he said, let me just try it and see. And he uploaded his 3 credit reports, and by golly, they gave him a 13-point increase because they were able to just remove maybe like 2 inquiries. All of his credit reports skyrocketing his credit score to 845. So Bert Sims now stands at an 845 credit score. Almost
perfect. And that's before MWR. Now, Kim, you know of anybody who this has helped?
I do. I know a couple people that has helped actually. Myself has helped. I've gone up another 15 points. My sister has helped. It's helped her go 15 points. And was actually able to help her get a new vehicle that she was needing to get, and so she was able to do that after having her credit score gone up. Nice. Some of my friends have used it. I think my best friend, hers went up like 100 points over a month and a half. Wow. Yep. Wow. It's the truth. It is the truth.
Now we can go on all day. Larry did Money Max. We got 3 credit maxes. My score jumped up 56 points or so, and went up to a 776. So I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah. So now we fight back. So you got to understand, you got certain laws in your favor. But if you don't have anybody to help you, like experts who know those laws, that stuff is supposed to come off your report. We're not saying you don't owe it. We're just saying it can't be put there illegally without the proper steps. And that's how you get those things removed. Now, solutions. So during this quarantine, people are going to stay the same, or you can come out stronger. You can start a home-based business, or you can continue to pray that your 401k is going to be okay. You can keep the same financial discipline or lack of discipline, or you can have experts surround you. And I haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Let's talk about Equity Max. Equity Max is the debt elimination piece. Here's a question. How much more money would you have if your debt was 0? If you didn't owe anything? We have people in Making Wealth Real Financial who don't owe anything. No mortgage, no car notes, no student loans. Now, this is when times like this get real. If you didn't owe anybody anything, you could probably ride this out with a lot less stress. It's those individuals that have a lot of what I call top heavy, a lot of overhead at home because they're working and they're working hard, and it's honorable, but you got to have a strategy on top of your labor, right? And last but not least is what's called Wealth Max. Now, Wealth Max is where we show you how to get double-digit returns. These are all experts teaching you this stuff. Get double-digit returns on your finances, not just like the bank will give you what if you like.
1%, 2%.
1 or 2% if you
1
like.
or 2%, yeah.
We show you how to get, well, I don't like quoting, but let's put it this way, way more than that. Okay? So
Way more than
these
that.
are called private reserve accounts, land banking. You get land in what's called the path of growth. So now when corporations buy the land, because you were invested in 2020, then when a corporation buys the land, your equity just went through the ceiling. Now, I don't know if I want to reveal this, but you can reveal it. I'll reveal the hard part. You reveal the good news. All right. Normally, we get paid 10 different ways. You get all 4: credit max, equity max, money max, and wealth max. All the experts, normally a whopping, yeah, right, $228 one time, $228.97, and $119 per month. Okay? Now, this is where you got to stop thinking for people. Put that in the comments. Stop thinking for people. Stop letting other people's thoughts also become yours. Because I had a friend of mine, man, Brian, 228, people holding on to their money right now. I said, no, they're not. They're not holding on to their money. Their money's going somewhere. It's going to bills. At what point do you take $228 and it goes to you? Because I'll be honest, guys, I'll have about 100,000% return on my money in a few months. Because I invested $228 one time. $2,000 is a 1,000% return. $28,000 is a 10,000% return. Well, I've made way more than $28,000 in just a month and a half. So I'm approaching a $200,000 revenue stream, $250,000 investing $228. See, when you start learning that rate of return is what matters, not I'm gonna hold my money, I'm people tight right now. No, what you should be doing is letting go of your money as long as it's being clocked by you. See, you can throw it if you're also the person catching it. And I think that oh wait, I don't know. I'm just
The nerve.
oh no, this is the new.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if you realize it. You can throw it as long as you catching it. You're not letting go of your money if it's being invested in something that's going to bring back more money. Now you give them the good news. It's not even 228 right now.
It's not 228. It is a whopping 128.
129. Because you took 99 off. 129, I believe, 97.
129.
Can you guys imagine a home-based business where you're now quarantined anyway? Everybody say anyway.
Anyway.
You have to social distance what?
Anyway.
You need to make some extra money what?
Anyway.
Anyway, right? The economy's going to take a downturn
Anyway.
anyway. Why are you still sitting around like you don't have to do nothing different? That's the part I don't understand. Now, before we wrap this up and show you the money, because this piece is saying, hey, Ron, I don't know what they're talking about on the show. Before we wrap this up, $119 a month and the $129.97, you can get both of those covered by the government. A lot of people don't know that. Think about it. If you adjust your W-4, now that you have a home-based business, our enrolled agents are going to help you adjust your W-4. That will then pay for the membership. So your increase in your paycheck is what put you in business. But you have to have the home-based business to get the increase in your paycheck. You understand? Kim, break this down for me real quick. Now, that's one way to get your money back.
Yep.
Talk about real quick how referrals can help them get their money back too. The $5 a day, what do they need to get $150 a month?
We only need 3 people, and we all know at least 3 people who need one, if not all 4 of those services that we just talked about. 3 people will get you the $5 a day guarantee.
So Kim, how high does that daily guarantee go up?
Starts off at 5. For me, I'm at 12 with 12 people, so that gives me $600. It's $20 a day, but that goes up to $1,000 a day.
Wow. So Kim, right now,
$1,000 a day.
so you telling me right now you're at $20 a day, you have a $600 a month residual coming in every single month because of something you did.
Every single month, and I get this $20 text message saying at 5 o'clock every day to tell me that it's coming in.
Okay. Now, so your membership is covered.
Yep.
The government can pay for it with the W-4 adjustment. We just talked about that. Larry, how are you looking per day right now? You just getting this thing going. How's your daily guarantee looking?
Right now, Brian and team, my daily guarantee pay is $20 a day, same as Miss Kim there. $20 a day every day at 5 o'clock. I get the text message. But Brian, I know I'm gonna get that increase to $30 a day no later than tomorrow evening. No later than 5 o'clock tomorrow. I should be right at $30 a day.
So you're going from $600 a month to $900 a month, and you're giving yourself a pay raise tomorrow.
That is correct.
That's incredible.
Hilarious.
You are officially at every day. I'm just showing you how your $119 a month, which is an investment, right? It's not an expense. An expense is when something go out and you don't see nothing. An investment is when something goes out and more comes back. Your $119 a month has now become what?
$50 per day. $1,500 a month.
Wow. So you get $50 a day, $1,500 a month. And from what I understand, you're climbing every single month. I put it every single week. That's as high as $1,000 a day. I'm right now at $200 a day. So this is everybody's base. I'm at $6,000 a month if I don't do anything else. And that's my base because I've been averaging 5 figures per month before the quarantine. And here's the funny thing about it. Since the quarantine, our numbers have actually gone up. See, I want you guys to get this before we go. Everybody's not suffering. I just talked about that. Walmart, Zoom, TikTok, right? Amazon. Everybody's not suffering. You want to provide solutions so that during this time, you can be one of the individuals that come out of the quarantine better. So the daily guarantee is one way we get paid. Now, we also get what's called a car or mortgage bonus. Do you know anybody right now that may be able to use a car or mortgage bonus? That ranges anywhere from $500 to $1,200 to $3,000 per month. We also get what's called a presidential bonus. The presidential bonus ranges anywhere from $500 to $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, all the way up to $100,000 per month. Guys, if most people are at home, do you know that a lot of those people have time now that they didn't have before? If a lot of people, not most hopefully, if a lot of people are unemployed, you know they're more open now to taking their money and finding another way to make it grow. If most people lost a lot of money in their 401k, you know they're more open now to having Wealth Max and experts do a better job for them this round. And last but not least, you actually can earn money every time you sponsor someone in the business. And after next week, every time they sponsor someone in the business. So those are called leadership bonuses. So guys, we don't have time to go over all the different ways we get paid. What we do have time to do is tell you this. Everybody's not suffering. We provide solutions. 1, the home-based business. 2, the virtual technology and leadership. In other words, it's called leverage. So you can use our success stories while we develop your success story. And 3, we provide, technology, the home-based business, education. We provide the education and the experts necessary in the financial game, in the money game, which is what the country needs right now. Turn your television off, man. Get the stats every now and then just so you know it's real. Understand every now and then that it's hurting some more than others, but don't come out this thing the same way you left. Parting words, everybody. If they need to take an action right now, you got somebody watching, you got people that don't know you, you got some people that know you. What do they need to do right now? Your parting words. Everybody's parting words.
My parting words would be that you really need to take the time to look at the business and make a decision that lives far longer than this social distance. This could be a decision that changes your life and the life of your family forever. So I would tell them seriously.
Nice. Kim, parting words. If people are watching right now, what's your parting word or advice to them?
Parting words would be really like, the situation is going to be what it is right now. And one of the two things you can do, you can either sit and let it happen, or you can get ahead of it and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So when it's over with, you're, like you said, on the right side of it. Because what's happening is just going to happen. You just got to be ready for it.
Nice. Okay. Larry, parting words. Lieutenant Colonel.
I would say everyone that's watching, hey, just be proactive, take action, and just put yourself in a position to create multiple streams of income that's going to create multiple options for your family, especially during this difficult time.
Nice. And my parting words to everybody is you get your membership during the break, take advantage of our $99 credit, so it's $129.97. And I'm going to have a new guest. We're going to spray them down, make sure they clean, and they're going to sit right here at 6 p.m. In fact, 2 new people will be sitting here at 6 p.m. and then the final one tonight at 10 p.m. So we have a 6 p.m. and a 10 p.m. on the exact same site you're on right now. Somebody's having a watch party or sharing this video right now. You want to get with them. Keyword, text them, call them, or inbox them and say, stimulus 99. Stimulus 99. That's how we know that you're ready to rock and roll with us. You want to take advantage of it, and we'll train you all week long on how we're getting the daily stimulus checks that we receive. Thank you, Mr. Brian House, not only for the food, but for the opportunity itself. Thank you, everybody in the MWR Financial world, for being a family that's really come together. We want to help as many people as possible. And thank you, Kim, for co-hosting. Thank you, Larry, as well. Congratulations again, Lieutenant Colonel. And I'll see all you guys in these 2 seats again at 6 p.m. Eastern. Bring some people back. Have a good evening.
Good evening.
Good job, Ms. Wonderful. Before we go out of here, everybody toast it up. Good job, Larry Stewart. Good job, Kim Whitfield.
Thank you.
Awesome. Love it.
I'm about to end with my no titty shirt ass nigga.
You got your shirt on?
Hold on.